Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be making one of my favorites. I love hummus. I love the spicy hummus, the regular hummus, and I love the olive tapenade hummus. So, this is going to be a quick and easy homemade recipe if you happen to like hummus. Okay, first of all, I'm going to be using my little trusty tiny chopper upper because I don't want to use my big blender. So, this is what I'm going to make it in. If you're going to make a whole lot, then by all means use your big blender. Okay, our ingredients that we're going to need. I'm just making a small amount for a snack, so you're going to use some chickpeas, drained chickpeas. And like I said, I'm just making a small amount, just enough for a snack for me, which is going to be the perfect equivalency for this little chopper upper. Okay, so chickpeas. Then I like to use accent just to give it a robust flavor, but not too much sodium because those olives are going to have a lot of sodium. So we want to use something with a little bit less sodium. So accent seasoning to your taste. Not too much. Like I said, because your olives are going to carry a lot of salt. So just a little bit for flavor. Every accent. Tiny bit of onion powder. Not too much. Don't want to overpower those good old chickpeas, so not too much. All right, parsley. You can use fresh parsley. I don't have fresh parsley, so I'm using the dried version. I do like parsley, so I'm going to go in a little bit more with the parsley. Parsley livens up any recipe that you cook, so I'm heavy-handed on the parsley. This gives it that earthy flavor. Garlic powder, a little bit of garlic powder. Once again, you can leave out the garlic powder if you're not a garlic lover like I am, but since I like garlic, I'm not going to go too heavy-handed on that either because remember this is hummus, so I don't want it to just be too garlicky. All right, we're going to use a little bit of lemon juice. I'm going to say probably about a capful roughly, and I just eyeball everything. Not too much. Or you can use a half of a fresh lemon if you want to. And that will probably be perfect also. It probably ends up being about maybe a tablespoon of your lemon juice. Okay, and last but not least, the star of the show, olives. So in my jar of olives, there's a variety. And there's green ones, there's a little purple ones, there's the little ones that have, what do you call them? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of what they're called. Capers. That's a caper. Just a tiny baby olive. This particular jar of olives has red peppers. So I'm going to by all means put that in too. So we've got the olives, a couple of red peppers, and this jar of olives, like I said, has a variety of olives, big olives, little olives, capers. So I'm kind of at the bottom of my jar, which is perfect for making this because I don't want those really giant olives. It'll be easier to break down the capers. Alrighty, looks like I've got it pretty full here. Alright, so let's do our first blend. We're going to do our first blend. And if we don't get it smooth enough, then we're going to keep it going. Alright, let's go. Now, I always have trouble putting this on, so don't mind me. Hopefully, I'll get it right the first time today. I can't believe it. It always takes me 30 minutes just to get it to work, but by the grace of God, it's working today. So here we go. I was going to try to move it closer, but the cord is kind of short. So hopefully you can see the little blender. in short pulses, short increments, so that everything gets blended. In between, you can stop and push down your chickpeas so that everything can continue to blend. Make sure if you have any of your chickpeas that don't want to blend, you can add a little bit of olive oil or a little bit more of liquid. So I'm going to actually I'm going to add a little bit more of the olive juice. I don't want my hummus real oily, but you can add olive oil or some of the olive juice. I'm going to use the olive juice just to break it down a little further. And actually, you can use some of the chickpea juice, but I find that it makes it a little bit too starchy. It's just your choice. You're going to play around with your recipe. Remember, always make your recipe your own. So I've added about probably 4 tablespoons more of the olive juice. Okay, so let's blend again. And hopefully this time, we're going to have our desired consistency. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more of our olive oil juice. Not olive oil juice, our olive juice. Got olive oil on my mind now. Add a little bit more of your olive juice, not too much. We're almost at the consistency that we want, which is, it should look like a smooth, creamy peanut butter. All right, let's see if that does it for us. Give it a stir. Oh yeah, that's coming along quite well. It may just take you a minute to get it blended down because the chickpeas are really thick. But the key to it is that you do not want to over liquefy it. If you over liquefy it, then you don't have hummus. You have more of like a chickpea soup. So what I do is I take a spoon of it, And see how right now it's still thick? We're not quite there. We're going to add a little bit more of our olive juice, but not too much. We want it to be evenly distributed, but not thick and chunky like a guacamole. We want a smooth consistency that, like I said, looks like peanut butter. Let's go in with a little bit more of our olive juice. I'm going to guesstimate it and do about probably 2 tablespoons, maybe 3. Let's go with 3. Remember, we don't want it to turn into chickpea soup. We want to still have our hummus. All right, let's see what we got. I think we're going to have it this time. All right, got to keep it going until we get there. Takes a little patience, especially if you're using the smaller blender like I am. Okay, let's plate it up. Nice and creamy. Looks absolutely delicious. Now I left this one a little chunky. A little chunkier than I normally like to serve it. But it looks so good this way. I'm going to actually leave it nice and chunky. I'm going to probably serve it with some homemade pita bread or homemade pita crackers. Oh, that looks so good. Wait until I show, oh, it smells fabulous. Wait until I show you this close up. I'm actually kind of liking the chunky. Normally I don't make it this chunky, but I think I'm kind of liking it like this. Let's get this close up of it so you can see what we ended up with. Oh yes, fabulous. All right, here is our homemade hummus. Few ingredients: chickpeas, accent, low sodium, onion powder, garlic powder, parsley. You can also use fresh parsley, lemon juice, and the star of the show, the olives. Let me show you my jar of full olives. This is my full jar of olives. Yes, I was at the bottom of this one, so I used the red peppers and basically the little tiny olives. All right, there we go. Now I've got some homemade pita bread and crackers. I'm going to enjoy this hummus. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up or leave comments if you like it. Be blessed.